Hey kiddos, we are in the last stage of writing our personal narratives, okay? So by the time this lesson comes to you, you should have at least the first 2 paragraphs in your narrative finished, and you should be working on the last part of your narrative. Now mine only has 3 main events, but maybe your story has 4, then that's just fine. It's all different, but I'm going to go ahead and get my narrative started for today, okay? So if I go back to my map, the last paragraph or the last event is all about the first ride that I took, okay? And on that first ride, I was at the beach. The pavement was very sandy. I was with my cousin, and I fell. Not just once, but a lot, okay? And the reason why I fell was because the handlebars were different, the brakes were different, and then you had to take off one hand and with your other hand have to move the gears and then get them back on the handlebars, and it was real wobbly. So I don't know why they even made 10-speed bikes back then. Crazy. Also, I have gotten some of your comments on helping me improve my story. Keep those coming because I'm going to take all of those and then I will make a new video for Monday which shows the changes that I made, because that will show you what you need to do with yours, okay? Remember, as soon as you are finished with your personal narrative, text me a picture of it. Make sure it's really clear, because then I will edit that and I'll use the writing tool on Seesaw and I will do any spelling corrections or any punctuation issues or any suggestions, okay? So I know Carter and I have already done that on one of his paragraphs already, so it does work good if you make a post in Seesaw, but make sure it's really clear, okay? All right, so let's get started. My last paragraph, the first ride, sandy beach, cousin fell. Okay, so now I gotta think, how am I gonna start this paragraph out? How about this? I gotta get my chair out of the way here, so I gotta get way down to the bottom of our paper. Okay, how about this? I wanna indent, try to keep it in the same line. Okay. I'll say the day of my first ride finally came. Now I didn't put in my details that how I was feeling, but I think it would be good to share that in my narrative. So I'm going to kind of add that. The day of my first ride finally came. I was filled with excitement and fear. Because this is the first time I'm doing something like this, okay? And I had practiced in my driveway a little bit, and I already knew it wasn't very good. So the day arrived, and I was excited, but I was also kind of fearful, all right? So now, let's see. My cousin and I, remember that was one of the details, and I were camping at the beach in Holland, Michigan. Now I don't know that I can fit Michigan there, so I'm going to bring it down here. Okay, now the sandy part. A beach parking lot A beach parking lot is very sandy and slippery because of the sand. You wouldn't think so, but it is. I took off and fell right away. So I have my details in there about my cousin at the beach, first ride. Let's see, what am I missing? Sandy, I got that in there. What am I missing, guys? Cousins? Oh, and I fell. Okay, I got it all. Now, just because I have my details in doesn't mean I can just quit, right? I gotta kind of finish it out, okay? I tried another ride. And I fell again. My dad told me, how about this? My dad said, I'll put some quotation marks in here, don't give up. Keep trying. And there's the end of the quotation marks because that's the end of what he said. All right. After a few days, yes, days of trying, I finally could ride without falling. So, okay, now I kind of want to wrap up my story. Now, remember the topic sentence, details, and then I should have a closing sentence. The closing sentence of your entire story, the last sentence of your story, can be the closing sentence for this, but it also should kind of close out the whole story. So my title was My New 10-Speed Bike. So I got it for my birthday. There were differences. My first ride, I kept falling, but I finally got the hang of it. How do I want to end my story? I could say, it was hard work. Or I could say, it was hard to ride my new bike. But I was happy let's see, I was happy. This is a tricky one. My mind went one way and my writing went the other way. So remember, when you're writing, give yourself some think time. It was hard to learn to ride my new bike. It was hard to, I'm gonna have to squish this in. Good thing it's my rough draft. To learn to ride my new bike, but I was happy that I never gave up. Ooh, this is hard. I better raise this up. That I never gave up. And now I love to ride my bike. All right, do you see how that last sentence kind of summed up or ended the entire story? That it was hard to learn it, but I was happy I did because now I really love to ride my bicycle, even though I have a different one now. Okay? All right, so that's your job for tonight. Finish writing your personal narrative. I need everybody's personal narrative posted by Monday, but if you could do it before Monday, that would be great because I want to proofread it and get it back to you as soon as you can, as soon as I can. Once you have it back and you've read all the changes or the proofreading marks, then you're going to take a new paper, brand new, and rewrite your story one time. If you would rather type your story, then you can do that and just email it to me. If you and your parents would like to type it together, that would be fine, but you need to read it to them and make sure all the changes get made. And then send it to me, okay? That way I can have it for your report cards and your final assessments, all right? So you can do it. You're almost there. You know how to do paragraphs. I'm really excited to read them. And don't forget, send me your comments on the things that I should change or where I could make my story more detailed, more spicy. And I will look forward to that, and that will be Monday's lesson. I will show you all the comments that you've been sending me so far, okay? So thanks for listening. Have a great night. Enjoy writing.